And now we're in Saint-Emilion.
Not quite Saint-Emilion.
A satellite.
A satellite of Saint-Emilion. So Saint-Emilion, we're talking about the right bank of Bordeaux. Really, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's also known for some of the most pricey, prestigious chateaux in Bordeaux. So
yeah.
Right when you get into this, what we call the satellites are these appellations just outside that, like this one, this is Montagne Saint-Emilion, share the same sort of soil structure, the same sort of plantings, and when you go out and find the right ones, the same quality in wine, but sometimes at a great price.
So great story here. We have winemaker for Chateau Angelou for a pretty long, extensive time, who came over and started making this wine?
Yeah, so famed winemaker that has made
7th generation.
Wine for the 7th generation family. This is Chateau Gardat. And 2020 vintage, which has been lauded as one of the most excellent vintages in the last, 10 years in Bordeaux. So really you're getting...
Sort of equivalent to 2010, would you say?
I mean, it's kind of early to say, but you do have really these ideal growing conditions where you have potential for some of the best quality wines. So you have this great mix of great vintage, great winemaker, great soil structure at this region that's just adjacent to one of the most famous wine growing regions in the world.
I love the nose. It just keeps bringing out things kind of like a magician's hat, just one thing after another, from that fruit core, like cassis, a little bit of pencil shavings, a little faint of like smoke, incense, I should say. Really pretty wine.
Absolutely. The blend here we have is 90% Merlot, 10% Cabernet Franc. Merlot is definitely the dominant grape of the region, and so thusly in the glass. But yeah, I get a lot of that red fruit, pencil shaving, a little bit of really fresh bay laurel that comes right through.
And the palate, the
I haven't even gotten there yet. Okay.
Oh, that tannin's beautiful. It's just well knit. It's kind of like textured tannin. It kind of just holds on in there for a bit. A wine that, obviously you can open it now, decant it for an hour and a half, or wait a few years. There is no rush. This is definitely a wine that's going to keep developing and have another 10 years easy.
Easily, absolutely. These are wines that are built for pleasure, but also built to age. And so a great, if you are venturing outside of Napa or New World Cabernet, this is certainly a place to go if you want to, venture kind of outside the main appellations of Bordeaux. Looking at these satellites, like Montagne Saint-Emilion, is a great place to start.
I'm thinking a juicy steak, medium rare bistecca alla Fiorentina, just a 4-inch high.
All right.
Sear on the outsides, a little salt, little not basil, but quite rosemary just thrown on top. Slice. I think this wine certainly adheres to that richness, the fattiness, that bloody kind of components of a steak like that. Quite pretty. Pretty. Happy to sit there, followed by a beautiful Macanudo cigar and a great conversation.
Sounds good to me.
Chin chin.